Good morning. Happy Sunday. It's the end of the week, but still got to work, so it is what it is. But great day at the gym. Had an awesome chest workout. Everything as usual as far as times. 2:45 a.m. wake up, pre-workout, get dressed, let's rock and roll. Just wanted to kind of get on here and talk about kind of what I eat. This is my post-workout meal today. So we have 2 sausage patties, 2 eggs they're just basically frozen egg patties, and I air fried both of them, got all the grease out. Then I take 1 piece of Swiss cheese and I cut that in 4 pieces and put it on each egg. And then on top of that, I will be using Hawaiian keto bread. It's got 0 carbs a slice. This stuff is phenomenal. 6 grams of protein each piece of bread. And then, of course, my protein shaker. I'll do 1 scoop of whey protein, which is 25 grams of protein. Then a scoop of collagen peptides, 20 grams of collagen peptides, and then 18 grams of protein as well. I'll also be taking my vitamins, which is a lot of different vitamins and herbs. I have specific ones I like to take because I do not use a multivitamin. I don't personally believe in multivitamins just because I personally think they're trash. I know that's an argument for a lot of people. Centrum, 1 a day, it's all crap in my opinion. If you have a great lifestyle as far as a food, diet, however you want to call it, you don't really need a multi. There's specific ones that you should be taking or that I recommend. I'm not a doctor, obviously, but there are certain ones. I did personal training for 10 years. A little bit also about me. My name's Chris, if you don't already know who I am. I was very overweight in school. I moved here in 99 from Arizona, and I've always been an overweight kid. Mom used to always say, "Hey, Chris, you're just big boned." And I was like, wow, is that a real thing? Like, as a young kid, I didn't know any better. But let's go ahead and fast forward to 2000 and 2001. So I moved here to Missouri and started my junior year here, went to my senior year, and I was made fun of a lot in school. I can talk like Cartman, "Hey, you guys," and I can talk like Cartman, and that basically gave my nickname in school because I was short, overweight, fat, and I could talk like Cartman. That's why that didn't help me. So in 2001, 2002, started working at 24 Hour Fitness, and I started at front desk. Didn't know much about working out. I learned some stuff. My dad got me my first weight bench. It was like the cement with the plastic deal or whatever, and I'd fall asleep on my bench. I was overtraining. I didn't know much about anything. I was in the library 6 days a week, researching stuff, reading books, before the internet was like really popular and social media was really popular. So that's kind of how I did my stuff. But anyway, so I started working for 24 Hour Fitness as a front desk agent, and went from there. Did that for a long time. Really enjoyed it, started working out, started getting, tips from other people and learning stuff and this and that. And then they asked me to sell memberships. And I'm like, okay, cool. I can sell a gym membership, whatever. I absolutely hated it. And the reason I hated it because I had to lie to people. And I do not like lying to people. In sales, I know that's part of the game, but I did not like lying to people because lying to people just wasn't my style. I would tell people, I'm gonna tell you like it is, man. Like, you have till the end of this month. That's how, if you want to come at the end of the month and get a membership, do it, because this sale is not going to end tomorrow. That's BS. And then my sales went up. Either way, it was okay. Fitness manager came out to me and was like, "Hey, Chris, I love your energy. I love your motivation. I think you should be a personal trainer." And I'm like, "Yo, like that's pretty cool. Like, that would be really neat." So he's like, "Well, let me set it up." So he's talking to me and we're talking about it, and boom, like within a week, he's like, "All right, bro, you're going to Kansas City. We're going to go to our 24 Hour Fitness Sport Club," which I think that one is still in business. The one here in Missouri is not currently anymore. And he's like, "Yeah, you're going to go there for 3 weeks, and it'll be half day in class, half day in the gym training, with other trainers, and then you'll have your personal time." And I'm like, "Game, let's roll." So me and this other girl trainer, she drove, and we rode there together. And they gave us a hotel, $150 a day for food, paid for, damn near everything. I didn't have to really pay for anything. So I went there and I did that. I was there for 3 weeks, came back, started doing personal training. And this was back when the foam roller was like a new thing. And before it hit like, mainstream media, it's actually considered self-myofascial release, is what it's actually technically called. But foam rolling is like the easy way now. I mean, it is a foam roller, but there's more technique to it. But either way, that's when it really started getting big. So I used a lot of that. I was certified by what's called Apex, which is also NASM. At the time, they were affiliated with 24 Hour Fitness. So either way, did that, loved it, came back, started personal training, and learned a lot of stuff as I went along. Did a couple bodybuilding competitions a long time ago, just to get a taste of it, to see how it was. I'll never do it again, because it's a lot of hard work. If anybody's ever done it out there, and I know there's a lot of people that have, it's really hard to do. It takes a lot of mental and physical and your spirit. I mean, you really have to be dedicated. But that's all I got to say about that. Would I do it again? No. Did I enjoy the process? Not really. But I did, but I didn't. So if that makes sense. But anyway, fast forward to now. Over time, as I've got older, I've learned more about how the body works, how my body works, and you'll learn that too. And kind of like, what you need to do for your body. And, you get that question all the time when you're, in the gym, like, how much can you bench? Nowadays, I don't give a shit. I don't care, because I'm more of the mind-muscle connection, really feel the contraction, feel the muscles work. That's what you need to go with. Time under tension, slow down the tempo, make the weight feel heavy. It's more successful, and your muscle does not know whether if you're benching 135 or 225 or 95 pounds. It doesn't know. So you have to put it through that time under tension to be able to grow. Do I believe in heavy sets, 2 to 3 reps? Absolutely. Do I believe in compound movements? 100%. That brings up to my next point, compound movements. They're phenomenal. Bench, deadlift, bent over row, military shoulder press. Those core exercises are so phenomenal in building muscle and helping release growth hormone, which is phenomenal. I mean, obviously when you sleep, that's when you're going to release the most growth hormone, but those compound movements, like, so for example, today I did chest. My compound movement was a flat bench press, but with dumbbells. Same with incline. Tomorrow is technically an active rest day, but I'm not doing cardio. So what I like to do is I like to take one compound movement, and I really like to focus on it. So I'll spend 30-40 minutes on this movement, which will be deadlift tomorrow. So I'll deadlift for 40 minutes, and then after that, I'm going to work on some muscles, just some accessory type stuff. So like, rear traps. So reverse shrugs, and then I'll do some forearm exercises. Just stuff that doesn't get hit. And the cool thing, I think, in my mind, and I think I am right about this, but I could be wrong, when you do the compound movement, like a big movement like deadlift, and as soon as you get done with that, since your testosterone and your growth hormone is up at that time, then you do your accessory lifts that you need to work on to help them bring them up, your lagging body parts per se. And I've always felt like my lower traps needed some work in my forearms. So I like to implement that, and so that's how that works. And then next week I'll do another day where I do just squats, and then I'll add 2 more exercises. I like to train at home too, because I do have a home gym as well with Olympic weights and all that stuff. And that's for another video. I'll talk about how I came about that. Me and my dad found a set. This was years and years ago, and it's kind of cool. So I will explain that one time in my next video. But yeah, I'm testing the waters. I really want to start doing this. I really enjoy doing this. I'm not really good at the whole editing part. I am going to have to learn how to do that. I'm going to have to get a better lighting and camera. But for right now, this is kind of how I roll. So this will be my second video that I'll be actually putting on YouTube as well. And yeah, so hopefully you guys can follow along in this journey. As I get better at it, I will go more in detail on certain vitamins, exactly how I cook my food, some of my workouts, maybe film some of my lifts, and kind of what I use and techniques and stuff like that, and discuss and talk about form and tempo and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys can follow along. I'd really appreciate the follow. If anybody's got any tips or that's been doing YouTube that can kind of help me as a new I guess, content creator or fitness influencer. That sounds so weird, but I would love to be, take the corrective criticism or the tips or comments that will help me out, or maybe if I can help you out as well. So anyways, that's all I got for today. Today's Sunday, so it's time to eat this meal, get this protein in, and go to work and have an awesome day. And like I always say, stay away from toxic people, stay around positive people and positive interactions, be better than yesterday. Have an awesome day. Let's kill it.